We're now to another repetition of brush, knee, and push on the left side. This time we'll be doing it going off to the north, and we already have that left leg up from our last movement. So we're going to have to pull that in toward us, get it out of the way for the brush knee, then step out and push like we would normally. So the transition into it is a little bit different, but it's really not that different from how we've done this before. Just for continuity's sake, I'm going to start as if I had started the form facing you, so directly toward you is south, away from you is north. Now this is not the best angle to see what we're doing because I'm doing everything going to the north here, so it's all facing away from you. But I've started all the other videos this way, starting as if I'd started the form facing you. So I'm going to go through all the different angles like I normally would, and this is just probably going to be the least useful angle of all of them. Our last movement left us facing off to the north, our left knee up, our hands either crossed at the wrists in front of the lower belly or brought back to chest level after our chop. Either starting place is fine. I'm going to start with my hands at the lower belly. So I'm going to start as if I had chopped out and brought the hands back to their starting position in front of the lower belly, palms up, wrists crossed. The movement isn't that different if after you chopped from the last movement you brought the hands back. You're just going to drop both hands into the brush, knee, and push movement instead of dropping the left hand down and sweeping up with the right. So both hands drop down and then you sweep up with the right if you brought your hands back to chest level. From our last movement, what I need to do is pull my left leg in toward me to get it out of the way for the brush, knee, and push. So what I want to do is take it from pointing to the north and pull it in toward me so that it's pointing east. Now I'm not adjusting my feet, I'm just pulling that knee in toward me. So with the arms crossed at the wrists in front of the lower belly, left knee up pointing to the north. I'm going to pull my left knee in so that it's pointing toward the east. I'm going to drop my left hand down in front of it to brush past the knee, and I'm going to sweep my right hand up back behind. Then I'm going to bend my right arm as I step out with the left heel toward the north, drop the elbow, pull it in, twist and shift forward, and push. So that's the brush, knee, and push. I'll show it to you again, then we'll switch angles. From the end of our last movement, facing north, with the left knee up, wrists crossed in front of the lower belly. I'm going to pull my knee in so it's pointing to the east, brush across the front with my left hand, right hand sweeps up back behind. Step to the north with the left heel, bend the right arm, drop the elbow in, shift forward, and push, settling the wrist at the end of that movement. Now I'm going to demonstrate as if I had started the form facing this way. So this would be south, away from you is east, and our last movement left us facing to the north. As you recall, our last movement was a chop and a kick at the same time, left side going to the north, right side going out to the east. We pulled the hands back in, either in front of the lower belly or back to chest level, whichever you prefer. I'm going to demonstrate as if I brought the hands back in front of the lower belly. So from here, I'm going to pull my knee across so that I take the tip from pointing north so that it's pointing east. I kind of turn my body as much as I need to get it out of the way. So I pull that knee in, drop the left hand down in front to brush across the knee, sweep up with the right hand. I'm going to step forward with the left foot toward the north, at the same time bend the right arm. From here, drop the elbow in, shift forward, and settle the wrist with the push, pushing with the right hand. From our last movement, pull that knee in, brush across the front with the left hand, the right hand sweeps up behind. Step with the left foot forward as you bend the right arm, drop the elbow of the right arm in, shift forward, and push. Now I'm going to demonstrate as if I had started the form facing away from you. So this would be south, towards you is north, north is where we were facing at the end of our last movement. From the end of our last movement, we had the left knee up, pointing to the north. We're going to pull it in, point it toward the east, brush across the front with the left hand, right hand sweeps up back behind, step to the north with the left heel. As we're bending the right arm, drop the elbow of the right arm, shift forward, and push. Once again, from our last movement, pull the knee over to the left side, sweeping across the front with the left hand. At the same time, bringing the right hand up back behind, step forward with the left foot, bending the right arm, drop the elbow of the right, shift forward, and push. Now I'm going to demonstrate as if I had started the form facing this way. So this would be south for me, behind me is north. Our last movement, left is facing north. Pull the left knee across so it's facing east. Brush across the front with the left hand, bringing the right hand up back behind. Step forward to the north with the left foot as you bend the right arm. Drop the elbow of the right arm down, shift forward, and push, settling the wrist at the end of that movement. For our last movement, we're facing north. Pull your knee across, brushing the front of the body, or crossed in front of that knee with your left hand. Bring the right hand up back behind. Step as you bend the right arm, drop the elbow, shift forward, and push. For a slightly closer view, you're pulling the knee across to the right side of the body, or to the east because you're facing to the north. When you pull it out of the way, you brush across the front with the left hand, the right sweeps up back behind. Step, bending the right arm, drop the elbow so it's in close to the body, and when you push, you can shoot out, powering it from the back leg. Now, if you were someone who chose after your last movement to bring the hands here instead of bringing them back here, that's fine. Going into this motion isn't really that different. So say you did the last movement and brought the hands back here. You're still going to pull that left leg across the body, drop both hands, left goes in front, right sweeps up back behind, step, bending the right arm, shift, and push. So it's essentially the same movement, only instead of starting from here for the brush, knee, and push, you're starting from here and the hands have to drop till they get to that same level. Then they do the same thing. That's all that there is to this movement. The brush, knee, and push is definitely something we've done before. It was just the transition into it that was a little bit strange for this movement. But in spite of the strange transition, I hope you enjoyed this movement. Thank you so much for watching.